What's the matter? You saw it? Such things shouldn't be used for jokes. It's all too true. And I should know. I saw it. With my own two eyes. It was in our alliance early years. Scarlowe and I worked tirelessly, but it proved too much for him. He sat in the shed, awaiting repairs, and I did the lion's share of the work. I didn't fault him for it, of course, but the strain was starting to show. One night, trouble with the witch delayed my departure from the mines. I was exhausted and eager for my comfort of my shed. Darkness has fallen, and the light of the moon spilled over the hills, and as I neared the old iron bridge, I could hear the sound of another engine. Who could, I began, before catching sight of an engine puffing towards the bridge. I blinked to be sure I wasn't seeing figs. It looked like Scarlowe. What on earth is he doing out here, I wondered. Try as I might, I couldn't catch up, and lost the mysterious figure in the mist. When I returned to the shed, I was very cross. If you can't work during the day, I scowled, you certainly can't go gaveling off at night. You know better than to fool and around by that bridge, especially when others are still out working. We went grumpily to sleep, and didn't say a word to each other the next morning. I had too much work to bother with his nonsense. I was late leaving the mines again. It was a misty evening, and we had to take care. As I puffed slowly along, I peered through the mist, keeping a watchful eye for Scarlowe. I had just reached the bridge when a shrieking whistle echoed around the hills. I was surprised, and so was my driver. We stopped at once. That wasn't Scarlowe's whistle, I said, growing more nervous by the minute. I peered across the bridge, where the mist danced frantically, and there was. It looked strikingly similar to Scarlowe, but painted it black. His face was worn and weary, and his harsh gaze pierced right through me. Slowly, mentally, it started across the bridge towards me. Driver tried to move us, but I couldn't. I was frozen in fear. The engine's pulse echoed thunderously around the George. As it was near, there was a bump. I watched in horror as the engine chipped and plunged off the side of the bridge. It whistling, screaming out until splash! In my shock, I looked down at the rails. There was a crack at the spot where the engine came off. We must get help, I cried, shaken from my superior. We raced to the mines and quickly told the foreman what happened. So he chuckled. That engine saved me in the end. If I had ventured across the bridge, I wouldn't be here talking to you now. My crew and I put it down to exhaustion. Despite knowing what we saw, Chloe heard the whistle too and revealed when I arrived home safe. And we made it up at once, and we have taken great care on that bridge ever since. Oh, too real.